Hey y'all, it's me. I wanted to come on here quick and just get something off of my chest. Now, this is more so for, for those that are familiar with the mommy section. So all of my subbies who aren't really familiar with the mommy section, everything that's going on over there, you could just go ahead, watch, sit back, hear my opinion or not, it's fine. But
And before we get started, yes, I am chilling in the comfort of my own home. So don't come for my bonuses.
I'm not a reactor. I do not deem myself a reactor whatsoever, but I do have some opinions. A lot's going on over there. And when it comes to Liv and her ex-moderator who's out here campaigning like she's running to be the next president of the United States of America, it's just like, first of all, shout out to the Erica. I was on her live and she dropped the link and did a call, and I called in and was able to give some of my opinion, but it was like I can't hold up her channel and say everything that's on my mind. And I be in the chat sometimes, dropping little whatevers, but it's different. So I said, I have a whole channel, why not just come on here and express my opinions to y'all? Liv, you get on my nerves. I mean, listen, you really just do. And I'm not trying to be like mean, nasty, mean girl, none of that. I'm not. I literally just have zero respect for her. Not that my respect means a thing, because I don't know her, she don't know me. I can only react off of what she's put out there in YouTube sphere, right? This is what she puts out. What gets on my nerves and grinds my gear the most is the fact that this woman, okay, she has 3 kids. And her and her husband, ex-husband, they recently got divorced. They've been going through this whole custody thing for a little while. The whole time she has been trying to paint this man to be like trash, just trash, trash, trash. She kicks his back at every chance she gets. And it's just like, I need her to separate him as her ex-partner and him as her children's father, okay? Separate the two. Stop taking out your anger on him and letting it come out through his ability to be a father. She has been trying to make it so hard for that man to be in his kid's life, and that's where I can't respect that. Now, I am the product of a single mother. My father was nowhere near the picture, let alone in it. He was nowhere near it, okay? And he lived his life as if he didn't have no kids. He popped up with a phone call here and there, things like that, but he was no good, yada, yada, yada. Unfortunately, a lot of us within the Black community have that same or similar story, right? And then, we as women sometimes end up in a situation where we have kids with men who ain't no good as well. She wants to be a single struggling mother with a deadbeat baby daddy so bad, and I don't understand that. She is one of the lucky ones, y'all. She luckily has a man that she had kids with who is an amazing father. For those that don't know the backstory or anything about Liv, he fought to be in his kid's life, okay? She has been kicking that man's back in for a very long time now, okay? She has been trying to paint him out to be the world's worst person, period. But his actions proved otherwise. So it's kind of like, she's over here saying this, but we see him doing that. So, and it was frustrating because at first, Gerard wasn't saying nothing. And it was just like, yo, can he come get his kids? Because she out here bringing bums home. She picking up dudes from homeless shelters and bringing them all up and through her house around her kids after knowing him for 2.5 seconds.
Oh, and let me include that said bum later, allegedly, it came out that he had a record of child abuse.
She brought so many men up and through her house and in her space where her children lay their head and where they should be able to feel safe. Every time they turned around, they're meeting a new man. And she over here just playing all these games. Now, Gerard, who is her ex-husband and the father of her children, he was watching the whole thing. And he played the background. He was going to the courts, doing everything the legal way. It was hard. It was tough. She still played games. She still thought, well, I'm their mother, so it don't matter what the court says, and really got cocky and thought, I could do what I want. They're my kids. This, that, and the third. She just drug his name through the dirt. And I just feel like that's so wrong. Like I said, she's lucky. She's so lucky to have a man that wants to be in the lives of his children. He wants to be there. He's done everything possible in his power to be there, to gain legal rights, and act like he went the right way. And she still put out accusations that he kidnapped his own kids when he went to get them for his visitation, that flagged down the cops as they were driving by. That man could have got shot and killed, okay? Because she totally played a Karen move on him, and he could have been killed in front of his kids, y'all. Like, it's stuff like that that really has me just like, oh, and I don't even know these people. So it's kind of, I know people who are like, well, why do you care? I don't necessarily care, like, in the sense that it affects my life, because it doesn't. But just viewing this and seeing and feeling bad for them kids she threw them in the middle of it. She talks so badly in front of them, knowing they love their father, trying to brainwash them against loving their father. And it's just like, wow, people really do this? Instead of her just being so appreciative and grateful that this is the type of father that she has for her kids. Look, I get y'all didn't work out, but sis, you gotta let that hurt go, okay? Especially because of the big role you played in why I didn't work out. I get he ain't perfect, but listen, that's not your business no more. That's his new woman's business as to how he is and who he is as a partner. That's her business now. That's for her to deal with, whether he's good, bad, this, that, da-da-da-da. They seem to be doing very well together. I understand just because that's how it seems doesn't mean that that's exactly it, but I get the vibe that they really are in a good space and they're good for each other. The two of you weren't good for each other, okay? You guys weren't. You don't want that man. You just don't want him to be happy with somebody else. You're mad he's no longer chasing you. You're mad that none of your tricks and antics are working. You're mad that, you can't just pick up the phone and put on your little whatever voice and him come running anymore. Them days are gone, and that hurts. That hurts your ego, okay? Your ego is so bruised right now, you don't even know what to do, because you've painted this picture that you're the HBIC, that every man walking the United States of America wants you, okay? That's the energy you put out. So the fact that this man no longer wants you and is happy with that beautiful chocolate woman over there, your ego can't take it. I'm tired of you out here looking like a pathetic, bruised animal. I need you to woman up and boss up to be whoever you say you are. Heal, nurture your ego, okay? Get your stuff back balanced and move on. You sit here and parade all these men in and out of your life thinking it's making him jealous. It's not. It's annoying him because of all these different men you're bringing in and out his kid's life. 2 of them kids are girls. And look at the quality of men that you've paraded around them. I would have went to the courts too and said she's not fit. She's not fit. Everything and you did this to yourself. Like, literally, YouTube has been the destruction of you. Okay? You think it's cute sitting here parading everything out on Front Street, on YouTube, this, that, and the third, and that has been your downfall. But your ego is so daggone big that you can't even humble yourself and be like, you know what, y'all, I have been tripping. I need to take a few steps back and get my head together. Nope. You take zero accountability for any and everything. And it's ridiculous. That live you did where you spoke on that woman's deceased child was ridiculous. You have no right. You have no right to bring up that woman's deceased child and tell her she's a bad mother so she can't speak. What? You still haven't learned. Karma hasn't towed you up yet enough. You're not tired. Your butt ain't sore and raw from being beat the heck up by karma. You're going to still keep putting out this energy and still keep getting tore up. Like, you really think you're not going to pay for that? You don't feel like you've paid enough? Everything is tumbling down around you, sweetie, and you still got the nerve to have some stuck up attitude? I just don't understand where you get that from. I don't understand it. Nothing's ever going to change until you take accountability for your actions and stop always being the victim 24/7, pointing the finger at everybody else, sitting there saying everything's the way it is because you were naive. No, everything is the way it is because you're so daggone egotistical and toxic and got the nerve to think that the world revolves around you and everyone does what you say and you control everything. It's what you say goes. You've been humbled, but yet you're still not humble. I feel bad for you. I feel bad that you're really being this stubborn and that it's going to get way worse until you really sit there and be like, you know what? Let me just let this go. Like, I have to move on. I have children that I need to focus on. I have other things that I need to do. You know, if you need to enroll yourself into some sort of counseling, do that. I really think you need to take a step back from social media because this has been the tool used to bring you down because look at everything you put out there. And that man loved his kids enough to sit back while you bashed his back in. I don't know how he's walking upright. I don't know how he's standing up straight. The way you kicked that man's back in, but yet he still persevered. He still kept going because his kids were worth it. And he knew they deserved better than this. That is such like, it's I cannot respect this type stuff. I can't. It says, count your blessings that you have this man as the father of your 3 kids that was willing to do whatever it took, no matter how long it took. He was patient and he took it all to the chin. He took it all to the chin. Still didn't come out bashing you in the way that he could have. Didn't want to mess up your income because he knew YouTube was how you made your money. He showed you so much grace that you never showed him. And yet, you still think you have something to say against him. You have the nerve to sit there and tell everybody that he's bitter and he's the angry one, not you. Bitter where? He has a right to be angry based on what he's seeing his children being put through. But bitter where? Where is this man bitter? He looks very happy and content to the rest of the world. Only to you are you trying to paint him out to be some bitter ex that, you know, this, that, and the third. Look at the quality of people you've brought around his children. Look at the lengths you've been willing to go to try to hurt him. You're willing to hurt your own children emotionally if it hurts him. It's worth it to you as long as he's hurt. That's terrible. That's sad. You need help. You need help. And that's all there is to it. Get yourself together and stop being out here looking like you pathetic. If there's nobody else out there willing to tell you, sis, get it together, girl, get it together. Because you look pathetic. And I'm tired of it. Granted, I don't have to watch it. And I don't watch you at all. Trust and believe I don't. I notice the reactors and just peek my head in and see what's going on. And that live you did, I couldn't even watch when the reactors were replaying your live. Let's get that straight. When the reactors were, I couldn't even watch it. Especially when you got to the point where you talked about that woman's dead son. I couldn't watch it. I had to click off. Like there's entertainment and then there's just ridiculousness, and I will not. I do not have to. Okay, so I don't. YouTube is entertaining to me. It's better than TV. So if you're gonna be like, well, why do you watch? Because it's entertaining. It is. But when it comes to you, this is beyond entertaining. This is just ridiculous. And it's clear you have no one in your life to tell you, girl, you're doing too much. This is going too far. And as far as her ex-moderator, Annmarie, that's why we're all side-eyeing you. Because it was only when something hit your nerve, then it's, oh yeah, now I can't rock with her. But yet you sat back and watched her. You sat back in the amen section. You sat back and just, condoned. I get you're not responsible for her. I get you can't make her do one thing nor the other. But y'all have to understand, y'all have power in the fact that if y'all don't watch her, guess what? She gets no views, which means what? She gets no money. And if her views were to go down enough to the point that it's affecting her money, and it's because of her shenanigans, y'all don't think she'll switch it up? Y'all don't think she'll realize, oh, this ain't working no more, this ain't what they want to see, so let me go ahead and switch this up? If y'all were to say, yeah, you going too far, you doing too much, but to sit there and say, oh, well, we believed her, she was so nice. Nice where? Nice where? I don't see it. Where's she nice at, y'all? Where? Because all she does is sit on her high horse and cuss everybody out. So where is she nice at? Where? She just sits there and talks to y'all like you're so beneath her. Where is she nice at? Where? So I'm sorry, but I don't really want to hear that. It wasn't until it personally affected you that all of a sudden now it's too much. No, I could like somebody all day long and still call them out for their shenanigans, okay? And say, look, ooh, that's a bit much. Or I can like somebody all day long, see that they're moving funny, and I can keep it moving. And say, oh, no, I'm not supporting that. You did neither until she hit a nerve for you personally. Then it's, no, I'm done. Nope. Oh no, them last couple things, oh no, because that hit my nerves, so I'm done. But everything else she was up there doing, oh, you was sitting back just eating it up. That speaks against your character. And that's why anybody trying to fool with you, or that's why everybody needs to watch you carefully, because you don't get to come over here with some chip on your shoulder, some attitude, and then make it seem like we're supposed to just accept you in the fold because you're done with her. No, it don't work like that. Nope. Sorry, boo. But no, that's not how that works either. Go ahead and move along silently. You're over here trying to build up your following. Okay, you're not the first or the last, but this is how you're choosing to do it. Be real about it. Don't sit here and be, phony, like, I'm not trying to chase clout, but you are. You're literally chasing clout behind this situation. You're over here hopping from channel to channel, campaigning like you're trying to be the next president of the United States of America. You're in everybody's chats, but you're not clout chasing. Now, Annmarie, girl. And one last thing for Miss Jazzy, I don't have much on her because she's not all there, y'all. So I don't feel like it even makes sense for me to try to drop some, jewels for her. But she's trolling, guys. She's trolling. That's all there is to it. Everything she does is a troll at this point, okay? Because if you haven't noticed, everything that reactors will say, now all of a sudden you're seeing it in the video, okay? Y'all, everyone went so hard about how she was treating her daughter. Now you see her pushing her to the forefront. And she never did that before, okay? It wasn't until reactors got on her hard about her twins needing some speech therapy and stuff like that, and about how they think that they're on the spectrum. Especially shout out to Straight Facts. I don't know what happened with her, but she really went hard on her about that because her children, she went through that with her children. So, and then all of a sudden, now everybody's been saying Chris ain't up in that house no more. He don't like her. He looks at her like she's crazy, this, that, and the third. Now all of a sudden, they being so lovey-dovey. Guys, she's just trolling. And honestly, she should kind of just be ignored. Like, poor Tink Tink. Poor Tink Tink. But that's all I have to say, y'all. I just wanted to put that out there because I wasn't able to say all this, you know what I'm saying, on the call, on the chat, or in the chat or whatever.